My name is Jay Anderson with Mailing Systems Plus More. I'm not a professional video guy, but Bill and I felt strongly about putting something together for everyone on this rate change, just because we've spent 2 days in postal seminars at the post office here in Helena, and the post office conclusion as well as our conclusion is that they're not exactly sure what's going to happen with this rate change. We're concerned about our customers. We want to get some kind of information in front of you. We've sent you some mailings with a little bit of explanation. A lot of you we visited in person, but what we wanted to do was be able to show you a little bit of what this mail guide is all about, because it's our concern that you're going to need something to be able to post your mail properly and to be able to comply with all the new rates and rate structures that have been created by the Postal Service. Here's a brief overview. No longer will mail be sent out on the basis of weight only. It'll now have to be posted on the basis of size, weight, and thickness. Now you'll see from this mail guide that you'll be able to determine the size okay as far as the dimensions of the mail. The challenge will be the thickness, and I'm afraid that's what will put everyone in a bit of state of flux. Now, without giving you a whole lot of details, what the Postal Service wants is they want you to present them with mail that will go through their machinery. They want the right sizes. They want the right thicknesses. For instance, anything over 1/4 of an inch thick will automatically go as a flat. Even though it looks like a letter, I've got some examples here I'll show you, it's actually going to be a flat. Same thing with 3/4 of an inch. If anything's over 3/4 of an inch thick, it's going to go as a parcel, and parcel rates are going to be considerably higher. So you got letter rates up to 3.5 ounces, then you have flat rates, then you have parcel rates. 3 different rates. And here, I'll show you how diabolical some of this is. For instance, here's just two regular envelopes. This one actually is a little heavier, and it's 1.6 ounces. This one is actually under 1/4 of an inch thick. This one has less paper in it, 1.1 ounce, but it's over 1/4 of an inch thick just because of the way that it is folded. If you don't put a good fold on it, then the unfortunate thing is that it will have to be posted with a higher rate. Here's the test. Here's the mail guide. You can place your envelope on here and determine whether it falls within the proper category, so it doesn't have to be over posted. This guide will show you that. You'll be able to place your envelopes on here and quickly and easily tell whether your mail is going to go out at a letter rate or a flat rate, have a surcharge, etc., and so forth. And that's really not going to be the challenge to y'all. I'll show you. I've got a couple of small envelopes that look like thank you notes or something like that, which some of you may use, and you're going to want to check that out beforehand so it doesn't require a 17-cent surcharge. Here's your envelope that's been folded good. Slides through. Here's the one that hasn't been folded too good. It doesn't slide through. This one gets sent out as a flat. The other one gets sent out as a letter. Here's your 2 examples of if you have some thank you notes or cards or something like that. This is actually the dimensions of this without going into aspect ratio. Some of you have our slides on those. But without going into the aspect ratio, this is actually a letter. This card, even though it's smaller, is a flat. How diabolical is that? So the problem is that what happens to your mail when you send it to your customers postage due? You know, you're trying to post it as best you can. In this case, you'd send this out as a letter. It shows up postage due. What really shows up in your mailbox is a little yellow note that says you got postage due. The unfortunate thing is that you don't know whether this is the thank you card that I sent you. You don't know that it's your lottery winnings. You don't know that it's your jury summons. You don't know that it's an IRS notice. You just know that you got a little yellow card that says postage due, and you now get to stand in line with everyone else who has underposted their mail come May 14th. And the 30 minutes that you spend in line is fun because you get a chance to see all the friends that you haven't seen for a long time. Unfortunately, 30 minutes of your time is probably more valuable than that. So you show up, give them your yellow card, and you get your mail. The challenge is that what happens to your customers when they get that? What happens to your customers if you send them postage due? Now, everyone has a little different sensitivity to that. And in some cases, we've had our customers tell us that we cannot send mail out postage due. In fact, we had one lady that said she'd lose her job if she sent mail out postage due. So it becomes critical. These two slots become critical. A mail guide like this becomes critical. This is just a regular padded envelope. It's got a little bit of, I think it's got 10 pages in it, folded over in half. Same thing. This one won't quite go through, barely slides through the slot here. And again, your question becomes, if it won't slide through the slot, I got to make sure I got enough postage on it. We want to try to avoid everyone just sticking way more postage than they need on an envelope. And there's no way to be sure without some kind of a mail guide, without something that will give you an idea what the new standards are from the Postal Service and how to post your mail properly. We think this will help you. We have these available. That's what the letter you have in your hand is all about. I think there'll be a little bit of a difficult time from May 14th on. According to the seminars that we've sat through with the Postal Service, they don't have all the answers, and they were very candid about that. This is the first time that this has ever happened in the United States where mail has been posted this way. I mean, Ben Franklin set the whole thing up, and now this is the most sweeping kind of change that we've ever experienced. We as a company, Neopost, went through this last year in the United Kingdom, and they made the same kind of a rate structure change. I can tell you that in the UK, the Postal Service there sent out a mailing to every business a month beforehand telling them that this was coming to try and give them an idea of so that they could prepare for it. Unfortunately, some of you, this may be the first chance you see anything about any kind of new rate structure, and we want you to be informed. We want you to ask questions. You can certainly contact us at the phone numbers, call Bill or I. Most of you have our cell phone numbers. We would like to make this transition as smooth as possible. The first thing I could tell you, the best remedy for this is probably a technological solution. We have those. We've got a scale that will actually weigh all your mail, properly size it, properly test the thickness so that it can be posted properly. That would probably be the best solution, would be a technological solution. Unfortunately, the Postal Service has put us in a position where we're all going to have to pay for this rate change. Either through labor, how much longer will it take you to post your mail with something like this? So we're all going to pay for it, and the solutions are either a labor solution and just hire more people and allow yourself more time, or a technology solution. If the technology solution is not within your budget, then this may be the next best alternative. Call us if you have any questions. We'd love to help you out. Thank you very much.